Good morning everyone. My name is Charis Ali, your presenter for this day. My topic is all about history of interior design. So, what is interior design? So, interior design is the art and science of planning, decorating, and arranging indoor space to make them functional, safe, and visual appealing. It's involved choosing colors, furnitures, lighting, materials, and layout to create space that needs and personality of the people who use it. So, first we have, nag-start yung story ng interior design is sa prehistoric era. So, people live in caves and painted on wall using natural pigment from rock and plants. So, dati, wala pa silang colors na like sa atin ngayon, yung mga pang-paint natin. Dati, ginagamit lang nila pang-paint is yung from rock and paint. So, dati, wala pa silang mga bahay. So, nakatira lang sila sa mga cave. So if pan nila is paint sila sa mga kanilang bahay gamit yung mga rock and plants to make yung may color and to make visual appealing. Next is this painting often show animals hunting and symbols which were believed to bring good luck or spiritual protection. So sa prehistoric era is yung gigi-drawing nila sa bahay, sa mga caves na bahay nila is yung scene na pag-hunting nila ng mga foods nila and symbols which believe to bring good luck. So yung mga simbolo daw ito na nagbibring ito ng good luck para sa kanila. Yun yung believe nila. This marks the beginnings of artistic expression. So, what is artistic impression? So, yung artistic impression means is yung pagpapahayag nila ng kanilang mga damdamin is through drawing or through painting. So, that is means of through artistic impression. So, di ba, if we're sad, pwede naman natin ilagay yung kuha natin sa paggawa ng music, sa pag-dance, so that yung yung mafe-feel natin, doon natin ilalagay. So, yung key idea ng interior design sa prehistoric is started of form and art self-expression in living spaces. So, next we have here Mesopotamia and Egypt. So, in this civilization, interior design become a symbol of power and social status. So, sa era nito is nangunguna na yung mga power and wealth ng mga. So dito nag-evolve na yung mga new invention, and dito naka-focus na is yung palace and temples were decorated with carving, colorful murals, and gold ornamented and ivory furniture. So di ba nung sa prehistoric is wala pa silang color, ginagamit lang nila rock and plants. Well, dito sa Mesopotamia and Egypt is nag-start na nag-evolve yung mga technology or mga gamit. So, dito is meron na silang pang-colors and mga furnitures. Egypt homes of the wealthy had painted wall pottery and pattern floors. So, di ba, yung pottery is yung mga jars. So, yung gipaint nila sa mga walls nila is yung pottery and pattern floor. So, dito is more meaningful and more showing luxury and artistry. So, dito is naka-focus na is design was used to show wealth, region, and leadership. So, dito is nag-involve na yung mga lumalabas na yung mga mayayaman. So, next we have Greece and Rome. Greek's design focus on simplicity, means ang simplicity is so simple, balance lang yung color and harmony, showing beauty through proportion and order. So, sa Greece and Rome is nag-focus ito sa mga design is yung simple lang, yung di masyado masakit sa mga mata, and balance lang yung mga colors. Roman design, on the other hand, emphasized luxury, using mosaic marbles and column in homes and public buildings. So, sa Greece and Rome is lumalabas na yung mga mosaic or marbles. Yung mga marbles is yung mga pang-design and columns. Yung start na yung nag-evolve na yung mga colors, yung pang-design. So, the Rome style gently influenced modern architectural and interior was simplicity and grand structure. So, yung sa Rome naman is gusto nila lang is yung more simple yung pang-design nila sa mga kanilang bahay is more simple lang, while naman yung Greek is more elegance and grandeur. So next we have Middle Age and Renaissance. Sa Middle Age, after the fall of Roman Empire, religion dominated art and craft. So dito is sa pagbagsak ng Roman Empire is nagsimula na nag-dominate yung art and designs. Churches and mosaics become the main focus of the interior decoration. So, yung pang-design nila sa mga house nila is yung mga churches and monasteries. So, with stained glass, carved woods, and symbol designed to represent faith. So, yung pag-paint nila is nag-represent ng faith. This interior were plain but their interior was richly detailed and sacred. So, yung pang-design nila is too simple and too plain, but yung details ng mga painting nila is too sacred. So means yung mga details ng mga ginagawa nila is may kabuluhan lahat. So yung sa Middle Age and Renaissance is nakafocus na sila sa spiritual belief and religion devotions. So next we have here Renaissance, the birth of art. So this era brought back classical arts and agriculture inspired by Greece and Rome. So, gibalik na yung classical arts and agriculture na gi-inspire ng Greece and Rome. Artisan and craftsman skills makers of furniture, decor, design, costume interior for families and nobility. So, yung meaning ng craft artisan is ay isang tao na may mataas na kasanayan or skills sa paggawa ng handmade or artistic na bagay. Ginagamit rin ang kamay at creative para gumawa ng mas magandang detalye na produkto. So, example ng artisan is gumagawa ng furniture, mesa, upuan na may artistic na design. Ang craftsman naman ay halos kapareho lang ng artisan, pero nakatuon sa paggawa ng gamit o practical. Mga bagay na ginagamit sa araw-araw pero maganda pa rin ang pagkagawa. So example dito is gumagawa ng kasangkapan or example is furniture maker or carpintero. So next we have here the Industrial Revolution and 19th century. So the invention of machine-made material like fabric, water, and carpets is cheaper to produce. So, dito is na pumapasok na yung mga technology. So, yung mga nag-evolve na yung mga like fabric, wallpaper, and carpets. Nung early age, di ba, yung ginagamit nila lang is for paggawa ng mga painting is handmade lang nila. And yung pang-design nila mga wood carving. But dito sa Industrial Revolution in 19th century is lumalabas na yung mga machine-made. So, yung like fabric, nga wallpaper, carpets. So, yung mga bahay is lalong nagiging decorative and colorful. So, reflective rise of industrial wealth. So, dito, sa era na to is naka-involve na yung technology. Technology is made interior design affordable and widespread. So, dito is naka-focus ng mga technology nga, tama. So, next, we have here the rise of design firms. Businesses began offering complete interior design service from furniture to full room makeover. So, dito yung design ng interior design is makeover. So, dito yung design ng interior design is nag-offer na, lumalabas na yung nag-offer ng mga full paggawa ng mga makeover sa room nila or sa bahay nila. So, rise of the design firm is the middle class started hiring designers to make their home. So, dito is ginagawa nila ng business or opportunity to make high class yung kwan ng interior design. So, dito is nag-offer na sila ng mga possible na so, yung may mga skills sa paggawa ng mga interior design is dito nila ginagawa nila ng professions. So, yung key idea ng rise of design firm is interior design becomes service industry, not just an art form. So next we have 20th century modern interior design. Interior design school were founded between late 9 The 20th century is yung mga designer is nag-recognize na sila as professionals, not just decorators but trained experts. So dito is naga-train na talaga yung mga experts sa paggawa ng interior designs. So yung interior design is more it's become a more formal profession na siya. Next we have the middle century modern design. So next we have the professionalization. So organization like ASID or American Society of Interior Design were created set standard for the profession. So dito is nag-start na nag-hire yung mga big companies so to make so dito yung mga big companies nag-offer na sila ng work to make big professions. Certification exam is sure to designer were skilled, ethical. So dito is yung work nila is if you skilled enough to sa interior design is you can take the exam so that di ba you were skilled and ethical knowledge. So next we have here temporary trends. So sustainability and well-being. Today's design focus on eco-friendly materials. So, di ba ngayon, so pag-design ng mga bahay is nagagamit na tayo ng mga eco-friendly na design. Interior are designed to support comfort, relaxation, and mental health. So, ngayon is, yung interior design is more, pa-design nila sa bahay nila is more makarelax, like yung gamit na paint is white lang, so, para mas madali tayo ma-relax. Modern design cares about both people and the planet. So lastly, we have here the fusions of the style. Designer now mix vintage. So yung vintage is yung kaunahang design and modern. So yung modern is yung presence na. For example, pairing antique furniture with the minimalist decor. So, gimix nila na yung design nila into vintage and modern. So nowadays is interior design is more flexible and creative and personalized. So yung summary ng interior design is, di ba, from cave painting to modern eco homes. Interior design has evolved alongside human culture and technology. Although styles and materials have changed, the purpose remains in the same: to make space comfortable, functional, and beautiful, reflecting how people live and express themselves. So that's all for my report. Thank you.